Hey Pisces, welcome back to the Liminal Exchange and welcome if this is your first time here. I'm CJ and I'm going to be doing your general reading for August 2023. All right, we're going to be pulling from the Tarot of the Spirit deck by Pamela and Joyce Akins. We're also going to be pulling from the Power of Surrender cards by Judith Arloff. And then we're also going to pull a card from the Spirit Messages deck by John Holland, all right? Please keep in mind, the messages are going to be general, so it's not going to resonate with every last Pisces out there. However, if it does, just let me know. Go ahead and drop a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And feel free to check out your sun, moon, rising, or Venus signs just to get a full picture of the message. All right, so go ahead and grab your snack, your coffee, your water, whatever you need to get comfortable and receive this message, because we're about to dive in. Let's go ahead and shuffle. All right, so starting out, Pisces, we have death or transformation and rebirth. That's going to be in your past section of the reading. Up next, let's see what we got. We got a flipper. We have the Hermit. All right, so I'm already getting the sense that there's some type of internal transformation happening. Gonna pull one more card. What fell out was the Two of Swords, or the Two of Air in this card. Two of Wind, more specifically. All right, Pisces, so let's take a look at this message right here. So in the recent past, it looks like something came to an end. It looks like maybe you had some sort of spiritual awakening, which triggered like a dark night of the soul, or some type of like ego death, or something where you had to spend a lot of time just going within and just like sorting things out. But something definitely came to an end in the recent past for you, and it caused you to kind of like go inside. And when I say go inside, I don't mean like physically go inside. I meant like spiritually go within. Like you wanted to spend some time just getting to know yourself again. Maybe just protecting your energy, meditating, getting in touch with your spirit guides, things of that nature. But with this, it looks like you're going through like a sort of crossroad situation. There's some type of crossroad happening. I don't know if maybe you're working with a particular spirit or deity or entity from the crossroads. But there's definitely a lot of crossroads activity going on in this reading. In two major arcanas, the Death card is a major arcana, and the Hermit card is a major arcana. So it looks like you're having, like, in the recent past, I don't know if there was a dark night of the soul or a spiritual awakening, but something happened which triggered you to go inside, and it looks like you're preparing to exit the crossroads. In the recent, it looks like sometime in the past, I don't know when specifically in the past, you went to the crossroads. This is like a spiritual crossroads, something to do with your spirituality, your personality. Maybe something needed to change. Being that you're currently in the hermit mode position, it's like you're integrating all of the lessons that you learned from this dark night of the soul, or this spiritual awakening. If you don't know what a dark night of the soul is, you can totally Google it. You can find YouTube videos on it. It's like a really, really intense process in which you have like some sort of ego death, or like a part of you dies, where like you have like these realizations, or it's like this intense process where something comes to an end, right? Something in your life comes to an end because for some reason something in you can't tolerate it anymore, or you feel like you can't like go on with that aspect of your life still clinging to you or something. So it's like this really intense process where like you cleanse yourself out, you bring something to an end, and you just sit with yourself, and you have like these really like intense like realizations or revelations that totally just like change your trajectory. Like Spiritual awakenings and dark night of the souls, they have like a very intense um and long lasting impact on you. Because they bring things to an end, and they how can I say it? They're a catalyst to change, and they cause new ways of living to begin, or they just cause you to just like go through these really like intense processes where you become like a different person, or a part of you dies. I don't know. You can Google it, or you may have gone through it by, well, obviously you did with this death card here, and then like the Hermit, because that's what we're talking about. But you may already have like experience with Dark Night of the Souls. But this is really intense. But I do see you in the future aspect coming out of this spiritual crossroads that you've been in. With these two major arcanas here, this tells me that you've been in this process for a long time. Like this spiritual awakening that you had, this happened a while ago. And then like with this hermit mode that you're currently in right now, I can tell that like you see how like with this hermit card, this person is like they have like darkness around them, but they're also surrounded by light. You're able to transmute a lot of energy now. It's like you work with both forces, like the dark and the light. You work with them simultaneously. So something that may seem like very triggering, or how can I say it? Triggering or traumatic or intense to someone else, it'll probably be very like trivial, or probably not so intense for you, because you're just used to dealing with like a lot of dark energy, or like this experience, it taught you how to deal with dark energy, so you can kind of like maybe like transmute it, or like alchemize it into something. But it's like with this Two of Swords, in the future aspect of the deck, there is a choice that you're gonna have to make coming up in the future, or you're gonna be like, how can I say it? You're gonna be nearing the end of the crossroads. And it's like you're gonna emerge a completely different person. Like no one is gonna be able to recognize you. They're gonna be like, wait, this is Pisces? This is not, I don't know who this is. This is like an alien host. Pisces is possessed by something, because I don't know who this is. Like you're gonna be completely transformed. But that's what spiritual awakenings and dark night of the souls and spiritual transformations do to you. They put you in a sort of like crossroads, or like this like weird liminal space, liminal space, and we're on the liminal exchange. But they just have a really profound effect on you, and they change everything. So I do see you coming out of this like solitary like period of like self-realization that you've been in. You're gonna be coming out of it soon. You're gonna be emerging out of it, and you're gonna emerge different. Like no one is gonna be able to recognize you. They're gonna be like, who is this? I don't know who this is. Like, but we have Libra energy here. So Libra could be significant for you. We also have Virgo energy, and then we have Scorpio energy. All right, so there's a lot of interesting energies here, but this is a very intense spread. You have Death, the Hermit, and the Crossing. Yeah, you're definitely going to be coming out of a dark night of the soul in the future. I don't know when in the future, but definitely sometime in the future. And like your energy after this process, this transformation, is going to be so like potent and unique. Like people are going to be like, who in the world is this? What happened to Pisces? I don't recognize this person. And why do they feel like this? Like they're going to be like, are you Moses or something? Like, I don't know. It's just weird. But let's see what you need to surrender for this tough spiritual transformation to conclude. Like, what does Pisces need to surrender? This is really intense. Okay. Actually, this is too many cards to read at once. I just need one. Let's do that over, please. Okay. So we have surrender to receiving support and love, Pisces. It says, allow the love and support of others in rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. So with this tough process, I'm assuming that like maybe some of you were like in the past, you were maybe kind of like maybe hyper independent to where like you probably felt like no one needed to do anything for you. You didn't really know how to receive. You had a lot of like blockages to receiving. So I'm guessing that spirit kind of puts you throughout this really intense spiritual process so you can learn how to receive, so you can learn how to be open to receiving help from others. So you probably were put into like a lot of like tough situations in the recent past. I want to say maybe about like I want to say about like maybe like 2 to 3 years, you probably had like a lot of tough lessons around receiving and just being open to receiving. But that's what the message is here. You have to surrender to receiving support. And this doesn't have to be, support can come in many different ways, right? There's many different ways to receive support from the universe. You just have to be open to receiving it. Like, the universe probably had so many plans for you, but, many of us are like this. You were probably, just really hard-headed and stubborn in regards to just receiving and just being open to accepting help from other people. So the universe probably had to put you through like a really tough, intense process to teach you how to be open to receiving, right? And then like if you look at this spread, right, you have like death, you have hermit, and then you have the crossing. It's like you had to go through something really, really intense. And then like with this crossing card, right, you see how like it has like butterflies and flowers. When you reach like the end of this like internal crossroad, it's gonna be really nice. It's like it's gonna be something that you're not like you're gonna be, how can I say it? The you that was so used to just being like stubborn and like hard-headed and just like so hard to help, like that version of you is going to be gone, and you're going to be like, wow, like it actually is nice receiving help from people, or it's nice not being so like cold and mean and just like, I don't know, it's giving like, how can I say it, like Mr. Scrooge had to go through a tough lesson, so now Mr. Scrooge knows how to be loving and nurturing, and he knows how to receive. I don't know, that's the best analogy I can give for it. But I'm gonna pull from the spirit messages deck. What fell out is stand your ground. It says standing your ground is an empowering, confidence building action to take from time to time. Now is the moment when you need to stand your ground. You know you can do it, and you know that by doing so, you will be the victor. This is a very interesting message. Stand your ground, but then you have surrender to receiving support and love. I'm gonna pull another card from the Spirit Messages deck because this is a little confusing. And then we have let go. So it says, once you let go of the outcome, you'll be able to release all the emotional constraints that have held you back in the past. Trust in the higher good and guidance of spirit, as we have only your best intentions at heart and will do everything in our power to protect you. So what this is telling me is like, it's saying it's okay to defend yourself, but it's also okay to receive help from others. Like, it's okay to, how can I say it? Like, you have to vulnerably learn how to be you, is what I'm getting from all of this. Like, it's okay for you to exist within yourself, but also be open and like accepting of help and love and support from others, right? So it's like a very like interesting way of telling you to like stop being so defensive and rigid and hard and cold and like whatever the opposite of receiving is, and to just be open and just receiving, but also stand firm in who you are. Like, it's okay to be independent, but it's also okay to accept help at the same time. And you can only be but so independent before you need help, if that makes sense. All right, Pisces. So this was your message. You're gonna be coming out of this hermit mode soon, and you're gonna be open to receiving and just dancing with the universe. Heck. All right, Pisces. So that was your message for August 2023. Let me know if it resonated. If it did, go ahead and like, share, comment, and subscribe. Drop a comment, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.